Okay, welcome back to another video. This is number 2 in the 12-part series of how to play chess. And well, last video we just learned the basics of chess, what chess is, the history of the game, what the aim of the game is, all of that sort of stuff. But in this video, I'll just be focusing mainly on how each of the different pieces move. So I'll just start off maybe with the queen. I'll just take all of these pieces off and just use the queen, because the queen is the most important piece on the board and it helps you win most of your games. Okay, so the queen can move in two different ways, or 3 different ways. You can firstly move diagonal, so you can move like this across the board, and then it can also move diagonal this way. You can move vertical this way, and it can move horizontal this way. So this makes the queen the most valuable piece because all of the different options that it can do. So like if there's a pawn here, say, the queen go, I'll just take this other person's pawn, as you can take other pieces in chess, because the queen is very valuable and very good to use while playing chess. And obviously you don't want to lose your queen, so you normally don't bring it out too early because it's very important. Now, next I'll show you the rook. So the rook, I'll just do right rook, it's easier to see. The rook can move, it's similar to the queen, except it can't move diagonal. So it can move like this and like this. So it's also an important piece. It's, well, another one of the most important pieces because it's still quite good, very nice to use. So I like using rooks because you can just move them around the board quickly. So also you normally don't bring your rooks out too early because they're also quite important. So next piece I'll do is the bishop. The bishop is basically, it's also kind of similar to the queen, but as it goes diagonal on the board, and pretty much it only goes diagonal. So there's a white squared bishop and there's a black squared bishop. So this bishop's black squared, dark squared because it's on a dark color. This one's white squared because it's on a light color. And so it always stays on this color pattern. And this bishop always stays on this color, and so it's a different position if the bishop's here on a light squared or here on a dark squared, which I'll talk about later in later videos. Okay, now I'll do the knight now, and the knight is one of the more tricky pieces to learn how to use. They're quite confusing sometimes. So the knight it's quite unique. It's quite unique piece. So like here, the knight moves like, well, it goes 2 up. So as you see, it goes 2 up and 1 across, or 1 up and then 2 across. So and it can go either way. So it goes like this. If it goes here, it can go like that. Like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, and like that, and more. Yeah. And so knight is quite, it's a good piece, although it's not one of the best though. Like, you may think it's better than the rook because the rook, the knight can like do special maneuvers and stuff, but the rook is actually more important because it can cover more squares and stuff like that. But the knight's still a very good piece. And the other special factor about a knight is, say if there's pawns here, it can jump over pawns, so it can jump over pieces, whereas the rook can't do this, or the queen or the bishop, so it can't go like that, or the bishop can't go like that. So that's another special factor about the knight, which also makes it quite important and good. Now, this next piece I'll be showing you is the pawn. So the pawn is a very tricky, it's one of, I think, it would be probably the hardest piece to learn how to use. because it has many different ways of moving. So firstly, the most common way is like it can just move up forward by one, which is quite, and it can't go backwards, it can only go forwards. So it just keeps going up by one, like that. And also it can, another special factor it can do is on the first move, only on the first move, not on the second or third move of the pawn can go 2 forward, only on the first move. So it can, normally you might start off by playing something like this, bringing your pawn 2 forward into the center of the board, and normally it's good to get pieces in the center, which I'll explain to you in later videos. So yeah, the pawn can do this special move, moving up 2 on the board, and after that he just has to go 1 forward. Another thing it can do is if there's another pawn, or say a knight here, say like a knight goes here, if the pawn is vertically opposite the knight and it is facing forwards, if the knight say was here, this rule wouldn't apply, but what the rule is if it's vertically opposite, the pawn can take the knight like this. It can't do this though. If the knight is, or whatever piece is directly in front, it can't take it, but it can take the piece if it's on the side, on either of the side, but it can't take it if it's behind them on the side, on diagonal. So that's another special feature about the pawn. And another thing you can do is if the pawn's 1 row off the last rank, then if it pushes and it gets to the end of the board, what it can do is it can promote to any piece except the king, so it can promote, and a pawn, so it can promote it to a queen, bishop, knight, or rook. So normally you would promote it to a queen because queens are the most valuable pieces. And there's some other small rules about the pawn I'll tell you though in later videos. Now the last piece I'll show you how to use is the king. So the king, it's very simple. It's a pretty easy piece to learn. All it does, it can move 1 in either direction. So like this. So it's not the best. It's not the best piece to start off with, but it's the most important piece, and you have to keep this piece very safe. So normally it's good to move these, have it like this, and when you castle, which I'll talk to you how to castle in later videos, and so normally it needs a good defense, because if you have it right in the open, it's very easy to get trapped and you can lose. So, but in the later game, say a position, and there might be like a rook and something like this, the king in end games, I'll talk to you about this later, the king will want to come into the action because it's very good to help out with other pieces. But yeah, so now I've covered each and every single piece, so I'll just quickly go through it. The queen can move diagonal and horizontal, vertical. The rook can move horizontal and vertical. The bishop can move diagonal either way, and knight move 2 forward, 1 across. The pawn moves 1 forward every time except first move when it pushes 2, and it can take on the side. And as I've just said, the king can move 1 in each direction. So yeah, that will be it for this video. If you've enjoyed, please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in later videos. Thank you.